Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we will see how we can make use of the CAMEL agent or the CAMEL module provided by the Langchain, and using that how we can create separate agents which will interact with each other to perform a particular task. So the main idea behind this is that what happens is, suppose we are developing an application, rather than humans giving an prompt or input to our large language model, um, we try to replace that with the agents. Rather than having us interact with the large language model, we will have multiple agents which will interact with each other and will try to carry out a particular task. Okay, so let's try to have a look at the architecture of the application we are trying to create. The end product of the application, what we are trying to achieve is we are trying to create a comedy movie script using two agents which will interact with each other. They will try to brainstorm like what kind of actors and heroes we should have in the movie, and what's the story, what should be the story, and how we can make it more interesting and comedy. So those two agents will interact with each other, and I will show you the whole conversation which they will have. So let's see how we can actually do that. So what we will do is we will make, first of all, we need to have a prompt. Okay, we will create separate prompts for our separate agents. So first of all, we will create an agent which will specify the task which is to be done. So let's have a look at the code as well and the architecture, so it will be easier for you to understand. First of all, what we have done is we have imported all the necessary libraries. Just again, we are using ChatGPT, so we have imported Chat OpenAI. And as we have to create custom prompts for our both the agents, we have making use of the system message prompt template and human message prompt template. And this is the helper class which is provided to us by the Langchain, using which we can actually define what kind of action should be taken by the agents based on the message responses. And here we have provided the key for the open API. And now we have defined the roles, okay, for both of these agents. So for one of the agent, the role is that he is a movie script writer, and the other agent is a movie director. And what we need is, we just have defined a task in like 4-5 words, that what we need is just create a story of a comedy movie, that's it. And we have set the word limit to be 50. So first of all, as I told you, what we are doing is we are creating a task specify agent. So what this agent will do, let's have a look at the prompt that we are giving to it. So we are saying that here is the task, and we have passed the assistant role name, that is the movie script writer and the movie director, and we are telling it to complete it. So we are saying it that please be more specific and you can be creative and imaginative. Okay, so it can add on to this prompt which we have provided to it. Like, we have just provided the simple prompt, right? Create a story of a comedy movie. So what it can do is it can be creative, and it can add, create a more imaginative and creative question, which will then be passed to our two agents which will interact with each other. Okay, so for that we have specified um, templates. We have created a system message template, which is just saying that you can make a task more specific. And then we have created a specific prompt template. So please make it more specific, more creative. And then we are doing is we are creating a specific template, and to that we are passing the task specifier prompt. And once that is done, we are creating our CAMEL agent, and we are passing that task specifier system message to it. Okay, we are passing this message to our agents. So after this, we will have our prompt ready with us. So now let's see what's the next task that is to be done. After that, we created two separate prompts. Okay, we created one assistant system template and assistant system message, and user system template and user system message. So we created these two separate prompts, and each of these prompts will be used by each of our agents. That is, one will be used by our script writer and one will be used by our the director. Okay, so this is that prompt. So you can go through this prompt, like I'll not be reading it out, as I'll post the code down in the description. You can go through it, and these will be our both prompts. And once we have that, what we can do is, this is the helper of the helper method, and in this method it's going to create a message for our assistant bot and the user bot. And after that, how our code will start working, it's going to run in this while loop, and we are just going to tell it while the n is value is less than 30, both the assistant agent and user agent which we are going to create, they are going to interact with each other and send the responses to each other. Okay, so what happens is when we run the code, this is how the output looks like. So first of all, the first agent that we created, it explains that it becomes more creative and creates this as a specified task prompt, that write a 90-page screenplay with a three-dimensional characters, hilarious dialogue, and a fresh twist on a classic, storyline. So let's see how they interact. So first of all, what happens is, it first agent says create a list of potential main characters for the screenplay. So our movie script writer comes with these names. So at the next request, what happens is, the movie director says choose 3 characters from the list and provide a brief description. So this is how our assistant comes, and it says, okay, we can have Jack, who is a charming and charismatic bartender, and so on. So as you can see, guys, this is something so amazing, and I would love to see what you guys can come up with, and I'll post the code for this down in the description. So if you have any queries or anything, guys, just let me know. And for now, see you in the next video. Bye bye.